We are back in Assetto Corsa, and we're looking at something that was actually released on Overtake earlier this week. It's the Sauerlandring. This was a circuit that was planned in the late 60s by Baron Karl von Wendt, passionate racer himself, located near his hometown of Gevelinghausen. This track was intended to challenge the Nürburgring and Hockenheimring as the third permanent circuit in Germany. Alas, the circuit was never actually built and has been largely forgotten. So only a few photographs of the proposed design remain, and inspired by these, the author of this mod decided to bring the circuit to life, and at least in digital form, so we can all enjoy it. This is a early version of this track, and when I say that, I'm trying to be as kind as I can be. The textures and the scenery are very, very basic. A lot of work needs to be done in this, but it's an interesting track. It's a challenging track. So I tried, my normal, and I tried the 9046. I tried some of my other favorites that I like to drive. I tried a 68 Camaro. I tried a Mini Cooper. It was actually not bad on this track, although it revved way too high even in fourth gear. But the challenge here is this track is about 3.1 miles, and it's got a lot of turns in it. And it's very tight, compressed track, so it's very technical. What that means is that for higher horsepower cars, you never really get into top gear. And some of the cars that I tried, I never got out of third gear going around this track. And when I tried to push a little bit and get a little bit more speed out of the car, I would overcook one of the technical sections and would be off track. And so it wasn't really fun to drive in a higher horsepower car. So what I'm in right now is a Porsche 911 2.7. This is early 70s car. This track, as you heard described, was designed in the late 60s, but the representation here is a representation of what it would look like maybe in the early 70s. So let's drive it and kind of show you what I mean, and you can kind of make your own judgment about the track. But it's a tough track to drive. So it's possible that my criticisms of the drivability of the track are my problem, not the track's problem. We get nice and easy here, just to kind of give a nice survey of the track. A lot of elevation changes, for sure. Like I said, some really tight, decreasing radius turns, which can be fun. There's something about the layout of the track that just doesn't feel quite right. This is a fun little drop off. This is a first version of this track, at least released on Overtake. And the balloon hanging up there is a little off-putting because there's no basket for the balloon. So maybe the basket fell off. I don't know. Ah. That was my bad. So that's back around to the pit. So you can see it's a fairly technical track. It's there I'm in top gear. That's the only place where I'm catching fifth right now. Again, decreasing radius turns. I don't know. Like I said, it's a very technical track, and I don't really find fault in that. It's just, it's for some reason, it's just a really odd track to drive. And the texture on the road is wrong somehow. I think it feels like just sort of flat asphalt, newly paved. And maybe that's okay. It just seems to lack texture. Like even in the wheel, I don't feel the road very well. Which is unusual for an Assetto Corsa map. Because the force feedback is so amazing, so if it's got the right textures on it, we should be able to feel the road quite well. And there's like no bumps, no nothing. Just smooth. I think this track has a lot of potential being a lot of fun. But I don't think it's quite there yet. At least not in my opinion. I'm a sucker for this era of map though, so I am excited when somebody releases something that I've never seen before, is relatively new or completely new, and also recovers kind of lost history. That's exciting to me. Yeah. That turn just really messes with me. I don't know. Like I said, it's a skill issue probably more than anything else, but like I said, I think that the road would be a lot more fun to drive if there was more texture to it. And I have found that it's the touring cars that tend to feel best on this, for better or worse. Higher horsepower sports cars, just, you never get them wound up enough to really enjoy driving the car on the road. least that's my opinion. Better drivers, maybe you could. I definitely don't think that this road or track could have challenged the Nürburgring or the Hockenheimring in terms of being a preferred German track. I think it's a fun track, or could have been a fun track had it been built, but I don't think it's long enough. At 3.1 miles, I don't think it's long enough to have contended with those tracks. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. It's a technical track. It's tough. It really is a interesting track to drive, though. Tell me what you think. Is this a track gonna make your list? Sauerlandring. Initial release on Overtake. I'll put the link in the description. And you can give it a go yourself. Definitely be one to watch, I think. Because it's got promise. I just think it needs more texture. But as a first effort, this is pretty cool. Also don't like the grass on the side. And vegetation in general is a little meager. There are some sections in here that are fun to drive, though. As you can see, I'm not winding this this 911 up very much. But a little bit of time with the track, I am driving it a little bit better. So, there's that. So, Sauerlandring, let me know what you think. I'll be curious to hear if any of you guys give it a go and see if you like it. And thanks for joining me. I hope this was fun. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Spaß mache Rennsport.